What is up, YouTube? It's RSMario here, bringing you another, bringing you an analysis video on the new Star Wars The Force Awakens trailer. Alright, so I did a video on the previous trailer. That was pretty cool. And I'm a freaking huge Star Wars fan, and there's not much for me to analyze right now as far as gaming goes. So I was like, I'll crank up the old analysis machine and go back into the galaxy far, far away. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. So I'm going to analyze some pictures taken straight out of the trailer, as I usually do. So let's go. So the trailer starts out with a nice wide shot of not Tatooine. This is a new planet called Jakku. I believe they actually my personal belief is they created this planet just so they can do the cross promotion with Battlefront, and do that type of thing. Because otherwise, Tatooine would have been awesome. Because that way, all three Star Wars trilogies would have started on Tatooine. But oh well. Or would have had Tatooine involved in them. I'll say that because I don't think that the prequels actually start on Tatooine. They actually start on Naboo. But next. So the next shot we get is a shot of the crashed Star Destroyer and a crashed X-Wing. So basically there was a battle here, and it's weird how, these things crash perfectly in front of each other like that. I don't think you could ever get that to happen like ever in real life. But so basically there was a battle here. And like I said before, that battle for the planet of Jakku will be the DLC for Battlefront 3. So there was a battle here on this planet, and there's a lot of rubble from that battle, from things getting destroyed and wrecked. So this battle was heated, definitely. Next shot we get is a shot of Darth Vader's helmet, and it's all charred. And so this is the point where we start hearing Luke start to basically a voiceover from Luke. Luke is talking to somebody. He's talking about the Force is strong with my family. My father. He said he has it. Now it's just weird the way that he says that. He said he has it. He didn't say he had it. He said he has it. Now he could be talking about the fact that technically his father is somewhat immortalized now since he is one with the Force, or maybe possibly somehow his father has been brought back. Now I doubted that would happen. It would be awesome to see Darth Vader come back. But personally, I want to see them do something new. I want to see a new villain. He says that he has it. So basically that confirms the person in this dark cloak putting their hand on R2 is in fact Luke Skywalker. The thing about this is, one, Luke doesn't have any, fake skin on his hand. So that means that, either that's a brand new robotic hand, or he hasn't been taking care of the one he has. So now, if that's the case, the rumors going around about the movie is that, this movie, in this movie that Luke is kind of like a reclusive Yoda character. And he basically just goes to these planets and finds Force sensitives, and he trains up new Jedi to rebuild the Order. But he's pretty much a recluse. And that would kind of confirm that if he's not been taking care of his artificial gear. The other thing is he's wearing a dark cloak, a black cloak, which is different. We don't usually see that. Usually we see Jedis wear brown cloaks. He could be wearing a dark cloak. Maybe he's trying to stay under the radar. Maybe people are still hunting Jedis. So he's trying not to dress like a Jedi, which that could definitely be the case. Another thing here is you see he's on a dark planet, and then you see he's by like a campfire or a fire. They could be like a burning village or a burning town or something like that. We're going to see this later in the trailer. So next we get to him explaining that his sister also has the Force. We see a childlike creature, which was confirmed by another video to be an alien creature, so it's not a human. Handing a lightsaber, or Luke's original saber, to a female character. More than likely this is either Leia or the female character, what's her name? played by Daisy Ridley, it could be her, because there's rumors that she is Han and Leia's daughter, So I doubt that Luke actually has any children in this movie, so she could be the daughter of Han and Leia. I mean, Han definitely looks old enough, so to have an adult daughter. So, she could be, Leia's daughter, which would basically mean she would also inherit the Force, since, she's, Luke's sister and Anakin's daughter. So, next scene is the scene of, X-Wings flying over the water. I don't know why JJ Abrams seemed to have this thing with, like, mist and, jet wings flying low and just shooting mist everywhere. Looks cool, looks awesome. Next scene we see is Rey and Finn, who is John Boyega's character running away from explosions. If you see up in the upper left part of the screen, you see that there's a small little dot there that's basically a TIE fighter. The thing I'm thinking is going on here is that John Boyega, this is after he basically defects from the Empire and he leaves, and he basically jumps ship and he leaves the the Empire. He's no longer a stormtrooper, and I believe that the Chrome Trooper is hunting him down. So I believe these Chrome Stormtroopers are kind of like military police for the Empire, and they basically police the Stormtroopers. And if you leave, they hunt you down and kill you. Then we get another shot, a close-up shot of Kylo Ren, and we get to see his mask. And he's basically this scene. He looks like he's fighting somebody. And it looks like he's going to use a force attack. Either he's going to use a force push or a force choke. More than likely, this is a push, because the force choke, actually, your hand looks like it's choking somebody. This one, I think he's probably using a force push on somebody. Now, here's where the rumors really start to kick in here. The analysis starts to kick in. You see, he's on a planet at night. There's a bunch of stormtroopers in the background, normal people in the background. So basically this is a battle. This could be either, rebels versus the Empire, or the Empire could be occupying whatever this place is. They could be taking this place over. They could be looking for someone. Now, in the earlier shot we saw, Luke is on a planet in the dark near a fire. Maybe this is the same planet Luke is on. Maybe Kylo Ren is looking for Luke. Maybe he's a Jedi hunter, an Inquisitor, kind of like the Inquisitor from Rebels, made to hunt, Force sensitives and Jedi. So maybe that's what he's doing. He's definitely with the Empire because he's flanked by, stormtroopers. And you see his saber seems to be more refined here. So maybe this could be later in the movie, where he's been trained by somebody, possibly the character played by either Andy Serkis or Max von Sydow. But yeah, we see him, we see a almost pretty clear shot of his mask. It's still too dark to see the whole mask, but yeah, he's definitely fighting somebody. He's probably fighting Luke, so that's probably a pretty badass fight. Next we see, the Empire, they're on a snowy planet. This could be Hoth. That would be pretty interesting if Hoth was still in the movie, and that, they had turned Hoth from a rebel stronghold into an Imperial stronghold, and they had taken it over. Because, this is a snowy planet, it's in the mountains. There's a considerable army here. One thing you notice is there's a brand new Imperial flag. So the Empire's under new management, of course. Old management, died. They got thrown into a reactor. So, new management. I would bet my bottom dollar that guy back there, did you see right there, who is instructing and basically talking to the new Imperial army, is the new leader of the Empire. And I believe that is either Andy Serkis or Max von Sydow. Probably Max von Sydow, because it'll be perfect to have another old, evil character in the same vein as, Sidious or Palpatine running the Empire. Some other old head from the Imperial Senate, because the Empire still has a Senate to run the Empire instead of Palpatine. I don't believe Kylo Ren's running the Empire. I believe he's an agent of the Empire. So Max von Sydow is an awesome actor. He would make a pretty incredible Imperial leader. Next, we see here, this is the scene of shock and awe, I think. Every time I take off, every time I go on a date with a woman, take my clothes off, I get a look like that. They're like, shit, Okay, that's horrible. But yeah, so then we get a scene here of Rey. She seems to be looking shocked up at someone. I think this could be the scene where Luke is talking. So the voiceover that you see of Luke, saying that the Force is strong in my family and the Force is strong with you, he could be talking to Rey. Now that would be a very interesting fact right there, because that would mean that for the first time in, I believe, Star Wars history, we have a main character who is female. Now when I say main character, I mean main Jedi character. Now yeah, we did have in the alternate universe, we had female main characters, the extended universe. Of course, in the Star Wars Clone Wars TV show, there was Ahsoka, but I don't believe Finn is going to be a Jedi. I believe Rey is going to be a Jedi because she comes from the lineage of Jedi. So I believe this is the scene where Luke reveals that, I feel the Force strong with you and you are a Force user, Now, interesting thing here we see is basically there's a TIE fighter shooting at other TIE fighters and shooting at other soldiers, which is pretty crazy. Now, this could be, a lot of people think this is probably the work of, this is probably Finn. This is probably when Finn defects and leaves the Empire, which I think is a pretty good scenario because that would actually work with Finn crash landing on Jakku and him waking up like you see in that first scene, because he's not a pilot. He's a stormtrooper, so he doesn't know how to particularly fly a TIE fighter that well. So him crash landing it somewhere will be pretty perfect, or he gets shot down either way. But yeah, this could be Finn or this could be someone else. This could be the rebels. The rebels could be turning the tide of battle. Maybe someone sabotaged this X-Wing. Maybe somebody stole it, and they're now using it to try to escape. This could be maybe Rey gets captured or whatever. They try to kill her. One scenario could be that they capture Rey because she has the saber she has Luke's lightsaber, and they figure out that she's Force sensitive. They capture her, and maybe Finn helps her escape, and that's how he ends up defecting. He doesn't defect because he wants to. He defects because he has to, because he wants to see her die, which could be what we see here in this scene here. Now you see there's a bloody handprint on his on his helmet. It could be from a person who is Force sensitive but who isn't a combatant, and they just get mowed down. This could be the turning point for Finn, where he's like, we've gone from defending the Empire, fighting rebels, to just straight up killing people, and he doesn't want to be part of it, so he defects. Then we see the Chrome Stormtrooper. Alright, so I have a couple theories with him. He is either a hunter, a Jedi hunter, similar to Kylo Ren, or he is basically the military police of the Empire. So he could very well be like the Boba Fett hunting Finn, because Finn is a defector. Because there was a rumor that there were some Mandalorian-like characters that would be in the movie that would be hunters or bounty hunter-like characters. He could be one of them. He could be. Because the new Jedi, the new Stormtrooper armor does look more Mandalorian, even though we do know that there was a Mandalorian that inspired all of this back in Jango Fett, but it looks closer to Mandalore armor than it does to Imperial armor, and that could be why. Maybe this dude is a hunter. He hunts defecting stormtroopers. Now we get this clip here of BB-8, BB-10, whatever this thing is called, as you know, he's basically looking. He looks like he's looking. He's spying on someone. You know, so this scene I believe takes place either after Rey and not Rey, Han and Chewie get back to the Falcon, or this takes place when Rey ends up stealing it. I do believe she gets the Falcon in this movie, and eventually Han and Chewie get it back. Another clip of Rey, you know, she's doing the whole Sarah Connor deal. Come with me if you want to live. That's what I get when I see this scene. You know, I believe this is when, you know, I believe that they met. You know, I believe that Rey gets captured, Finn helps her get away. You know, and that's the scene we see with, you know, that one TIE fighter shooting up the hole and getting away. I believe that scene is her escaping because of Rey, or Finn, basically. Now she's gonna help him. Next, we see, of course, you know, this you know, awesome clip of like you know, the Millennium Falcon running from a TIE fighter. That's probably the Chrome Stormtrooper. You know, they're flying through this giant abandoned, destroyed Star Destroyer. You know, which is awesome. That just shows you the scope of stuff in Star Wars and just how big Star Destroyers are. For an entire spaceship like the Falcon can just fly through this, and it just looks huge. Next, we got the scene right here. I think JJ Abrams is awesome with the way he does these trailers, because the money shot is always that last scene, you know, where you thought that you were all out of jizz, and you're like, no, just a little more. Oh God, that's horrible. But yeah, you just got Han and Chewie, and they're like, we're home. You know, and it's like, oh my God, because that last scene from the teaser trailer of the music blaring and the Falcon, and you were like, yeah, it's Star Wars. And then you get this scene in this trailer. Yeah, I mean, always leave them happy, and you just left them happy with this one. So yeah, that's about it. This trailer was awesome. Like, this trailer was incredible. I'm gonna keep analyzing different trailers. I'm working on one for Batman vs Superman, which is gonna be interesting. I'll keep doing my reaction videos because I'm still watching anime, as well as I do have new Zelda and Fire Emblem videos coming out this week. So just stay prepared. Just keep watching. Keep watching this space. Like, comment, subscribe, and keep it real.